Okay, I'm hearing you're not always right, but in this case you are. So stop doubting yourself. I'm hearing that like maybe as a kid or like a teenager, like you didn't doubt yourself as much and then you went through like some sort of awakening or some sort of events that like changed you, and then it was kind of like, oh my god, like what, how do I like choose myself? And I don't know if there was like people pleasing is coming in, but also this feeling of like not trusting yourself because you had such a rude awakening to like whatever it was. I'm hearing like it doesn't have to be spiritual. It could just be like, I'm almost like work awakening, almost like, you know, making money for yourself, life awakening. Um and it feels like there's like a worry that your whatever your north is, you can't trust that. And again, like not every case you are right. There is like some consulting that you have to do with your own intuition. It doesn't always have to be with someone else. But I'm hearing there's a lot of like second guessing. It could be on like the littlest things of like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And you get this like sure sign, I'm gonna do this. And then you turn to someone and you're like, wait, should I do this? Or like, wait, is this weird? Or wait, is this like is this a good idea? And it's like you're giving your power away. You don't realize how much you're giving your power away. And I actually feel like, scratch that, you kind of do. Because every single time you ask for, like, ask someone else, what you're actually asking for is like the validation of your opinion. So instead of giving that power away and giving that decision to someone else, just like choose that decision. Also, like, there's totally a Pac-Man cloud in the sky. That's very crazy. So also kind of looks like a Venus flytrap. um yeah, like don't give your power away. You're I'm hearing like you're so smart, you're so capable, and you have to start claiming that. And you have to start, well, my ear just started like tingling. Like you have to start listening to within. Like you have to start listening to what's on the inside. And I'm hearing like you have to take away the distractions. Yeah. Actually, of course, I was like, I wonder if this will play a part. But guys, I woke up this morning and I saw this video about like black magic and TV shows, and I don't know how that works. And I bet I could tune into it, but that's not what this is about. But like, there is something that's so addicting to TV shows, specifically the ones that are like very like R-rated. There's like a lot like going on in those, like violence, nudity, all those things. And so they're and also just like that, either the stress feeling or like kind of the arousal feeling or like whatever, like there's so much, or the fear, like there's such like addicting things. And I remember I used to watch like scary movies all the time. Don't do that anymore. Because I just feel my energy like shift after that. But I'm bringing this up because I was like, at the beginning of the year, I did a 3-month long like bit where I didn't watch TV. And then after that, I like immediately started watching TV again. And I'm like, I might need to do a year. Like, I might need to do a year with no TV. And that sounds crazy because I was definitely like, I grew up with TV and my parents were not strict about it at all. Just grew up with it. So it's like very weird, but I just feel like it's so addicting. And I'm specifically hearing for ADHD people and addictive personalities, and also sensitive and empathetic people. And it feels like you could potentially like just be, your energy could be kind of like pulled from this and like pulled towards this. And it doesn't exactly have to be TV. It can be any sort of distraction. And I'm hearing release the distractions. Like release them. claim your life back. Claim your life back. There is so much that you want to do and that you want to get done, but it's like as soon as, this is just an example, it could be anything, but as soon as you like sit down on the couch, turn on the TV, it's like the day's over. You're like, I'm just gonna watch a little. This is like me. I'm just gonna watch a little, and then it's like the day's over. There are so many things that you want to bring to this world, and it is a time suck. And it's, I also saw this video today, it was a different video, but how like there was a bunch of like, it was a cartoon, it was a bunch of people on their phones and they were just like walking. And I don't know if you've noticed that out in the open, but it's like crazy when you start to look around, you're like, oh my God, everybody's on their phones. But they were all just like walking, and this one like turned off, and then like flowers started to grow, and like it was so beautiful. And it's like, be that person. And I am hearing like this does seem like for a lot of you like TV and phones, but it also feels like it could be some sort of other addiction, specifically like maybe alcohol. So they're like, break the cycle. I'm hearing like generationally, break the cycle. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Literally, the world is happening and it's happening for you, but right now it's like you're plugged into the way that they're telling you that the world should go. That's a deep message. I don't know exactly what it means, but hopefully it resonates. They're like, just leave it like that. Like, guys, it's almost like you don't want to be plugged in right now. You want to be plugged out. You want to take the plug out and get a different energy source. Whoa. You want to take the plug out and get a different energy source. And you can't do that without like wiping the slate clean. I really feel that for a lot of people. Because there are things that you have to do. I'm hearing like, this is your lifetime to get this done. There's an urgency in you, and I feel it. There's like an urgency in you, but it just gets like numbed out. It can get numbed out. And that's rough. That's really rough. That it can really get numbed out. And I just like, I did this drawing of like this fairy sitting on a mushroom looking up at the moon, and I keep looking up at it and it's caught my attention twice, and it's like, you have dreams. You have like dreams. Not everybody has these like grandiose dreams. I'm hearing like a lot of people do, and they don't actually act on them. But that you're getting this message right now to like unplug and change your reality. It's not rocket science. It's just a matter of saying, no, I'm gonna live differently. And then removing the distractions. It's like when you like have sweets in your house and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna eat all these. It's like that. Remove the distraction. Remove it. I'm literally, I have to wait to consult my husband because we're obviously a partner in a unit, but I think I just want to cancel all my TV subscriptions because I'm like, I don't want to have this. I don't want to have access to this. I need a break. I need a break to remember like what it was like. Like, remember what it was like as a kid? And I'm hearing some of you may not even remember that time, but not having phones, not being in constant connection, not having that expectation. And it's like, we live in a different world, so we have to adapt to that. And it's like, yeah, but we don't have to be controlled by that. And we get to decide how much of that we're going to participate in. We do. You're empowered to make those decisions. And it's like a very windy day, and it feels like a day to wipe the slate clean. Like, that's the message that I'm getting of like, just get rid of the dust. Just shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it. It doesn't have to be this intense thing. Like, I'm coming a very intense energy, but it's also like your guys are like, no, we can make this a little lighter and more fun. And the sun's coming out all of a sudden. Like, it's actually really fun to take care of yourself. And this is coming from a Virgo. Of course it is really fun to do that. It's actually really fun to better yourself. It's really fun to do something for your higher self. That's actually the better phrasing. Do something for your higher self. It's really fun. And I'm hearing like your ancestors are waiting for that because they're like, we didn't live in this time. They lived in other times where other things were distractions, but they didn't live in this time. And they're like, get out of it. Unplug. Unplug, bro. We're right here. We're trying to talk to you. See us. Oh, I'm getting brought to the like, what's the percentage? Like we either use like 10% of our brain. No, I don't even, or 2%. I don't know. What's that other 1111? 90% of our brain. Sorry if I'm getting the percentages wrong. What's that other 90%? Astral projection, remote viewing, connecting with our ancestors, having a light team. This all exists. This all exists. And they're ready for you to plug out, to plug into a different energy source. I'm hearing your energy source, your soul's energy. The modern world is actually not so modern because the same things exist. People in power, struggle, love, energy, frequency. I just got like one of those intense like sound waves through my ear. Not like a buzzing, but like or it almost feels like you have air through your ear or something. It's time to listen and unplug. And you can only get those messages when you are not being fed a million other messages, guys. Actually, this morning, so I, let's see if I can find them because I have my blanket on too. This morning I sat here and I am Reiki certified, and I sat here and I charged my crystals. And I usually do like a little tune in at the beginning every single time to like cleanse the energy, make sure it's safe here, make sure that we're receiving all the highest light frequency energies during these messages. And I also just like sat here and held my crystals and did Reiki on them and protected the space. And it was like, I was like, wow, I need to be doing this more regularly, like to quiet the mind. And I could actually like picture each of the guides coming in. I could picture the protection coming in, and I do that. But this was like such a more visceral experience and like real experience. And we got to take some more time for that. And you do have the time. Look at where you're spending it. Okay? Look at where you're spending it. I'm really excited for you. I'm really excited for you because you're facing a lot of your fears right now. There's more to cross off. Alignment will set you free of like this mental anguish that's been going on. Alignment will set you free. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for bringing your light, and I will see you soon.